Hi guys, Nana again. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and up front, whether it matters or not making any accusations, just letting you all come to your own theories, your own conclusions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and leave your thoughts down below for me. No matter what, I really do like hearing what you all have to think. No hate, please. Okay, getting on with this. My question is, who is Tim Mullen? Where did he really come from? And why did he insert himself into this case so quickly? Now, you're going to hear in his own words how he came about to be involved with the Wells. He tells you all about it. Tells you how he showed up and the law was there. And so he circles around the back roads and just travels around and sits and watches and gauges the scale of the mountain or the hill, and how he waits until the law leaves before he goes up there. As I said, I don't know who the guy is. Don't know anything about him. I'm not from Kingsport. Evidently he is. From what I can understand, born and raised there. Now I will say I'm gonna put a link or description of a video that he did. I did watch. It's about the history of Kingsport and a school that's over there. I loved it. He did a wonderful job on that. And everybody should go and check that out on his vlog page, I guess. I'll leave a link to that too, where you can go find it. Like I said, I'm not saying anything. I'm going to let Tim do all the talking for himself. And then at the end of this, there's a video that he did at some kind of festival, I'm assuming, there in Kingsport. But when you watch this video, guys, pay attention to the only thing in the video that it is consistent. The only thing that he is actually videoing. Pay attention to that. Everybody's trying to figure out what Don and Candace may have done with Summer. That video might give you a little hint where or who may have her, or how she got out of town. When did Tim Mullen really meet Donwells? Y'all ever think about that? Was it before the case? Was it before June 20th, 22nd, whatever it was that Tim says? Like I said, come to your own conclusions. And here we go.
So we drove on out to Ben Hill. To get some shots, get a feel for the place, for the news. The Kingsport.me free media. And that was my first taste of that area. I'd been through there, but it's been a long time. Didn't really remember it at all. But like everyone, the terrain stood out very obviously. And I just parked down on the main road there, looking up toward the house, the ridges, creeks, just getting a feel for it, and just could not possibly see how that little girl would have just run off. And that's why I said, from my experience with having sisters and nieces, they're pretty set on what they do until you say horses or puppy dogs. Some even like kittens. It's usually something like that, And that's got their attention. They love them. They love those. And they would scurry off if there was something nearby, but that was just a thought out of my mind. I knew absolutely nothing about any of it. Zero. All I knew was the location. Courtesy GPS and looking at it on Google Earth. Then being there in person and just trying to get a feel for it. And it's an odd feeling. Just standing there on the side of Beach Creek, looking down at the little creek. It was small. Looking at the hillsides. The police were there at the time, so I just kind of stayed in that area to try to just see what I felt. And then I drove some of the loops, the roads that head more north, do some loop through some gorgeous land. And just thought, where in the world would you look? Came back around Beach Creek more in the west and then headed back toward Ben Hill. And when I got there, the police were gone. So I thought, well, let's just go down Ben Hill. So I went down Ben Hill, saw the home box number 110, and looked up the driveway up the woods a little. It's real green. It was mid-June, so actually the second week. I mean, it was the week after it occurred, so June 15 had about a week to that. Went on up Ben Hill as far as I felt that I should. It was obvious I know these counties and these backwoods and roads, and there is a privacy factor there. And I knew there'd been a lot of media, so I didn't want to disturb the neighbors too much. So I just went to a certain spot and then turned around. Then came back, just slowly looking at the landscape again. And it just would leave you without words. There was too much. I'd already seen men, women searching the hills. I'd seen them out in the fields, very carefully searching the fields with it. They were cutting the first cut of the season, I think, where they make their bales of hay for the animals and stuff. But they had to have people in the front, either in walking or like a golf cart or something. Four-wheeler. Searching the ground first before they brought the big, like a combine, they cut. And just watching that was pretty tender. Because you realize the impact of such a small little person not seeing him in the grass and then hitting him with a tractor, pulling a grass cutter. Not exactly what you would want to have happen.